We're going to follow the steps below to look at the shape of binomial distributions. We're going to start with a probability of success of 0.5. So we want to automate this as much as possible. So I'm going to go to Interactive, List, Create, and I'm just going to select Sequence. My expression is just going to be x, and the variable is x. We're going to start at 0. We're going to go to 10. Now this is looking at a binomial with 10 trials. So x can be anything from 0 to 10, and we're just going up in ones, which is why we just had x. So we're looking at 0, 1, 2, and so on. So we'll leave that increment at 1. And then click OK, and notice that we just have a sequence of numbers that goes 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on up to 10. Now, what we'd really like is to have that sequence in list 1 when we go to statistics. So I'm just going to put a forward arrow there, and then I'm just going to type list 1 just there. And if I execute, this should indicate that that has been done. So you just go back there just to make sure that I was in the right position. And going to the next line indicates that that has been done. So for the next step, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Interactive, and then Distribution, Discrete, and we're going to select Binomial PDF. When we got x here, what we're going to type in is list 1. This will apply the values that were in list 1, one after the other. The number of trials we know was 10. We discussed that we were looking, by having the sequence 0 to 10, we're looking at 10 trials. And we said we were going to start by looking at a probability of success of 0.5. And click OK, and here we have our binomial probabilities. Now I'd actually like those to go to list 2. So I'm going to send those to list 2. And that should indicate it's done, and we'll go and check. So we go to Menu and Statistics, and here we have the values from list 1, and here we have the values from list 2. So that's all good. What we need to do now is draw a graph. So what we want to do is, first of all, click on this button here, and we actually want a histogram. And our X list is in list 1, and our frequencies are in list 2. Once we've done that, we can go Set. And now, just check. Yep, we have got a graph selected. So we should be able to just tap here, and that will plot our graph. But first of all, we know that we're going up in ones here, not 1.12s. So we want to start at 0 and go up in ones. Click OK, and then we have a histogram. And notice that it's nice and symmetric. Now, strictly speaking, when you have a probability plot for a discrete distribution, really we should have lines just at the integer values. So, 1, 2, 3, and so on. There'd be one here at 0 for this one, and 4, and so on. It shouldn't really be a bar that's thick, but that's the best we can do on the calculator. Now we'd expect this to be symmetrical because it was based on the probability being 0.5. Let's go back to here and change the probability to say 0.1. So we have a low probability of success. Let's execute that. Look at these new values. They should have been transferred into here, and indeed they have. let's just check we've still got histogram selected. Let's go here, make sure, I don't know why it keeps offering me 1.12, but there we go. Just make that 1, and then we have a very skewed distribution.